Hey everyone, welcome back. My name's Dustinkreis, and today we're going to talk about, man, there is some internet scuttlebutt going on. Is it just me, or is it getting hard to stay angry at Square Enix? It's been kind of a running joke that you can just hate on Square Enix uh, all day long because it really feels like in the last couple years they've just lost their way completely. But there are glimmers and hopes that maybe they're trying to make amends. And it's really been this last year that's kind of done it for me. There's been enough announcements for me that I'm starting to maybe want to put some faith back into this company. I will agree that they're a huge conglomerate. They have too much power, and they still have a ways to go. But in terms of some of the E3 announcements, specifically Nier, the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and the fact that I really enjoyed Final Fantasy XV's demo, even in its original form. I haven't got around to playing the 2.0 version yet, where they made the improvements that were suggested by the community at large. But even the original demo, I saw a lot of promise in that game. Coupled with the fact that we know that Bravely Second is coming, and hopefully they fix some of the problems with the first Bravely Default. For you Kingdom Hearts fans out there, I'm kind of lukewarm on the series nowadays, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming. It's just a lot of great stuff. And then today, it's hard to say this is a rumor because the series creator Yuji Horii, it came straight from his mouth. And some people are out there saying maybe it's just a slip of the tongue, who knows? But he was getting interviewed by I believe by a French journalist, and basically said that Dragon Quest VII and Dragon Quest VIII will be coming out in French. Which, why would they translate the game in French if they're not going to translate it into English? Which essentially confirms from the creator of the game itself that Dragon Quest VII and Dragon Quest VIII will be localized for the Western audience. Now, there has not been an official Square Enix. As far as me recording this, and it's probably going to take like an hour or so to upload, who knows, there hasn't been an official confirmation from Square Enix yet. However, reports say that Horii's translator got noticeably angry when he said this, which, makes me think of one or two things. Either, Square Enix is really trying to keep this under wraps, or the fact that Yuji Horii is basically backing them into a corner and getting everybody out there who loves these games all riled up, and then basically putting Square Enix in the position where they have to do it, or they're going to be like really they're going to lose a lot of face if they don't do it now. That's kind of the thing that I'm feeling. Like, if they don't do it, then Yuji Horii just made them all look like a bunch of idiots. I'm currently playing Dragon Warrior 7, which is really Dragon Quest 7, on the PS1, trying to finally beat that game. It's a monster of a game. And I'm kind of deciding, I'm about 60 some hours in, kind of deciding whether I want to continue playing that or wait for the new 3DS version. I might continue playing it, but not like, because I wanted to have my hero character have all the jobs learned, and I might forgo that in lieu of the 3DS version and just do that with the 3DS version. But man, they have to do it because they've just, my Facebook feed is lit up. Some of the YouTubers I follow outside of YouTube, and maybe it's just a little echo chamber. It could just be a little YouTube echo chamber, but it really seems like people are just like, finally, it's coming. And it's a bit overdue. They just announced Dragon Quest XI, that it's going to be an offline game on consoles. We have Dragon Quest Heroes coming out, which, aside from it being a Dynasty Warriors style game, it actually feels it feels like the perfect melding of Dragon Quest with that style of Dynasty Warriors gameplay. It still feels like a Dragon Quest. It's just an action RPG, more of a hack and slash action RPG than anything, but it still retains that great Dragon Quest feel. So I don't know. I just kind of want to make a short video on this and kind of get it out because I have a lot of conflicted feelings because at the same time I've pretty much given up on Square Enix. With the Nier announcement and with Final Fantasy VII and with some of the other announcements they've made, they're kind of making inroads and getting back into my good side. And if they will just come out and confirm that, yes, they're westernizing Dragon Quest VII and Dragon Quest VIII, it's going to be really hard for me to full-on hate this company like I've kind of been doing the last couple of years. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it seem like Square Enix is... I mean, it's not like Dragon Quest Theater Rhythm, you know, where it just feels like they're just putting kind of something out to sort of satiate the fans. Or it's like Capcom with this Mega Man collection that's going to be downloadable only on like PS4 and Xbox One. That is really... It just seems really cheap, like a cheap cash-in. It really feels like, you know, with these very big announcements, especially with the Final Fantasy VII remake, because we know how much work is going to need to go into that, and then translating Dragon Quest VII, that is a huge, huge undertaking, because that is a massive, massive game with a lot of dialogue. To do all that, it really seems like they're trying to make an effort now, not just a quick cash-in, because, you know, it seems so easy to us to just translate a game from one language to another and release it. It just seems super easy. Why hasn't this been done? But if you've been following like Xseed and their trials and tribulations with translating second chapter, Trails in the Sky, you know it's not an easy process. Like I think the blog for the translator, I think the person said at one point in time that they were contemplating suicide because the pressure of translating this game. So it's not an easy task, and so it's not just it's not just a quick cash-in to translate these games and bring them over here. It's actually going to take a lot of work and money. So I guess what I'm saying is, if they do this stuff, then fantastic, and they've earned a sort of a reprieve from me. But it is also up to us to reward these efforts. You know, go out and buy Nier when it comes out. Go out and buy the Final Fantasy VII remake. Go out and buy these Dragon Quest games. Show Square Enix that this is what we want. Even if you've never played a Dynasty Warriors game in your life, consider buying Dragon Quest Heroes, because we really need to show them now that this is what we want. We want this kind of stuff, this kind of quality stuff. And not these, you know, stupid side quest cash-in games that they keep throwing at us that try to, you know, these fan service games that try to play on our nostalgia. That's not what we want. We want these actual games. So, you know, if they do this, they're back in my good graces, and I feel like Square Enix should be rewarded for making these efforts, because if we don't support this stuff, it's going to go back to the same shit that they've been shilling on us for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. If you want classic feeling RPGs, support this stuff, you know, unless you want them to continue down the road that they've been going down. If you like that kind of stuff, then by all means, don't buy this. But if you want Square Enix to kind of go back to the old school feel of Square Soft and Enix on their own, we have to show them that these are the games we want. So that's really all I have. Really exciting day, especially for a big Dragon Quest fan like me. But at the same time, I'm treading lightly because there's been no confirmation, and Yuji Horii might just be trying to back Square Enix into a corner. And if they don't do it, they're going to look really bad. So anyway, that is it for this video. Just want to do something quick and dirty real fast, try to get my thoughts out on this very strange year, because I'm so used to being disappointed by Square Enix, and the mere fact that I'm actually excited about some Square Enix news is weird, and it's weird, but it's also at the same time like refreshing. Like I feel good about being excited about a Square Enix games coming out again. It's just I always felt like I should be excited about Square Enix games, but I could never muster up that excitement. But now this year has kind of changed things around. So just want to do a quick video on that. But anyway, I want to thank you guys watching. Thank you guys for watching. It's a weird day. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.